Hello, Living Dead Dolls fans. This is Josh, aka Doggiepants, and I'm coming at you in partnership with Mezco Toys for another Living Dead Dolls review. So, I just got in one of Mezco's newest exclusives, and I'm very excited to show you. A lot of people have been asking for me to do a review of this doll, and so the minute I got her in, I wanted to make sure I got it out as quickly as possible. I do have a couple more dolls that came in as well that I'm going to be doing, hopefully throughout the week. I may have to go a little bit into next week as well because I don't want to get them all bunched up next to each other. So. Let's check her out. It is, bam, Living Dead Dolls Annabelle. Very, very cool. Let's take a look at the box. Let's just talk about it. The front here, we've got Living Dead Dolls Presents. We've got the doll in a nice open window box. So if you are a sealed collector, this is a really, really good one. All of the Presents recently, they've been doing really good window boxes. So big thumbs up, Mezco Toys. Fans really do appreciate that. The top here, pardon the glare, says, "Warning, positively do not open." Before The Conjuring, there was Annabelle. And obviously this is set to look a little bit like, not a little bit, definitely look like, the coffin, or not the coffin, the box that she is displayed in the film. So yes, it's very cool. Nice design. So that's the front of the box. The top says The Conjuring Annabelle. On one side, we've got Living Dead Dolls. On the other side, boom, we've got The Conjuring Annabelle. And then on the back, pardon my box is a little crunched, but still fantastic. It says The Conjuring Annabelle. We've got a picture of the actual doll right up here. And then the Living Dead Dolls version of the doll right down there. Now you're going to see all this copy here, and what this text is a description of the movie Annabelle, not the movie The Conjuring, of the movie Annabelle. So I'm not going to read all of it, but it says, "John Form has found the perfect gift for his expectant wife, Mia, a beautiful rare vintage doll in pure white wedding dress." Blah, 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 blah. Goes on. But very cool. It's a nice little detail. But let's open her up and take a look, shall we? Ooh, here she is. She's a great doll. I do have to hold her to help her stand a little bit. Oh, she does stay every bit, a little bit, but I'll get to that in a minute. Let's look at her outfit. So obviously she has the beautiful white dress the doll has. Her dress is actually pretty clean. I think the doll, after it gets thrown away, does get a little dirty. Not hers. Hers pretty beautifully white still. So it is a satin material. Definitely has some shine to it. It's white, and it does have a little bit of a ruffle here at the bottom. It's just, there's no petticoat or anything. It's just, it does poof out nicely though, which is nice. There is a nice little ribbon detail right around the waist, and we've got this ribbon rose here as well. But that's attached to the dress. This is all one piece, and it does Velcro right up the back. Her sleeves, she has a bit of a puffy sleeve at the top, and she's got a little bit of a flare detail right here around the neckline with a little smaller ribbon detail. But there it is. So you can see that this does kind of come out just a little bit. But it's pretty nice. There are a few stray threads around the bottom that you want to be aware of if you're going to display her open. You may have to do some trimming, but for the most part, it's pretty nice. Her feet, she has socks only, no shoes, which is why it is a little difficult for her to stand if you keep her open like I do on my shelves in the back. I kind of have to finagle her to make sure that she doesn't tumble onto the ground. But I think that's actually true of the doll in the movie, although I didn't look it up. Maybe that's not true. I don't know. But usually old dolls like that don't have shoes, so that's probably the situation. Where do we want to go from there? Let's look at her hair. Her hair, and I've mentioned this quite a few times, is not super thickly rooted. It's actually pretty thinly rooted, but they usually do that with dolls that they're putting into pigtails, or they are or putting into like a braid or something. And that's because they don't want the braid to get too thick. If the doll hair is super, super thick, then you're going to have this really thick braid in the back. So they root it enough that there's not going to be any bald spots, and that they can do a nice clean braid in the back. So be aware of that. Her bangs are pretty thickly rooted, and they do come, just above her eyes. But it's a really nice thick bang. You can see it there. Her little pigtail braids in the back are tied with a red ribbon, which is really, really nice. I do love when they do that detail on the dolls. one of the most interesting things about this doll, and I didn't realize it in the promo shots. I'm gonna take her dress off. I know, scandaloso, but I want you to see. And my thing, the lighting is doing something weird. It always is, but I don't think you're gonna be able to see it in this video. Her body is painted to look like wood, which is really really cool. It's got grain to it. It's like a tan over a whitish color, and there's a couple little splashes here, and it goes up onto her face as well. It's really really a nice detail, and definitely gives her that haunting old doll feel. Sorry, that was revealing. I'm sorry I did that to you, but I wanted to show you guys. Yeah, so let's look at her face paint. Oh, they did a dang good job. She has a pretty intense eyebrow. There we go. She's got piercing blue eyes, and you're going to notice down in her left eye, right there, I'm going to try to get it nice and close so you can see, she does have a crack in her eye. There's a couple marks on her face. And then she has that shadow around the bottom of her lip that the doll has. You can see, you can't really see it in that picture, but she definitely kind of has a weird shadow that gives her a really haunting effect. Now, she has the smile that is kind of iconic for Annabelle, but it's actually the mold that was first used on Beelzebub. So it's that same mold. She has a nice rosy red cheek and a bright red lip. Really, really nice doll. The painting is pretty superb on it, actually. She's great. That's actually, for the most part, it. She does come with a little accessory, which is really, really cool. If you remember in the movie The Conjuring, and I don't know if she does it in this one, I can't remember. I saw Annabelle in the movie theater, but it was a while ago. She has a red crayon that she used, and so they included this little piece of paper. I'll try to get away from the glare. There it is. And in red crayon is written "Miss Me?" question mark, and it's all kind of cut jagged like, and it's kind of a plastic. It's you could definitely rip it if you wanted to, but it's a little bit better than just a regular piece of paper, so it's not gonna damage too easily if you're worried about that. But that is Annabelle. The only way that this doll could have been cooler is if they somehow could have put some sort of a joint in her knee so she could sit like the doll in the movie. But a lot of people have been displaying her in the Living Dead Dolls kind of famous sitting position with the legs sprawled out. And it kind of works for her as well. So I'll probably display her like that. But yeah, that's it. That's Annabelle. They did a really, really good job, and I'm really happy that they did this version. There is a variant doll coming out. She has not been shipped yet, I don't believe, but the only difference, I think, is that she is crying a tear of blood, which is very nice. And that's from the promo shot for the movie Annabelle. So, yeah, but there she is. There's Annabelle. Get out and get her, you guys. She has been selling really, really well. I think she sold out on Mezco pretty quickly. And has been selling out all over. So awesome, awesome doll. Awesome, awesome window box if you are a collector that likes to keep it sealed. So get out and grab her. Thanks for watching, you guys. I am going to be coming back pretty soon this week. I've done all of the other posies, but now I have Black Posy that I can do. And I also have the Kiss of Death Valentine's Day exclusive. Very cool. Yeah, but that's it. Thanks so much for watching. I will talk to you guys later. Have a nice night. Bye.